Jordan. So this line way back over here is going to go to Cookie. The first line is going to go to Anthony.
ああ、青ひげのやつと誰かが小声でつぶやきます。Okay, so it's saying that blue or green mustache guy, the, um, he he whispered to someone in a small voice.
Somebody whispered that. So
Himate.
Aohige is like what's it called? It's 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, really?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Right? Aohige.
Bluebeard.
Yeah, because it looks the gray color is a little bit blue. I don't know. Can you get the picture right there? That's an Aohige versus fully clean shaved type idea. It's like makes it. I think in the context that it looks like handsome. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they don't like it. Who knows? But yeah, that's what they're referring to. That kind of like 5 o'clock shadow. So that guy with that 5 o'clock shadow, rather than that guy with physically blue beards. And the next line is gonna go to Josh.
また声が大きくなり、次に聞こえてきたのは、ジン・ファリアの今の髪型は、ひどい、恥ずかさらしい、さらしい、とき下ろす声でした。So, again, the voice grew louder, and the next thing that they could hear was Jin Faria no. Oh, the Kamigata. That was the like hat like mold or something, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
wooden. Okay. So Jin Faria no
In
Imano.
this context, it means a hairstyle.
Oh, okay. Um, so the next thing that she could hear was someone talking about how Jin Fedia's hairstyle was so embarrassing.
Yes. So these are examples, basically what she's hearing from the rumor mill. That was kind of what the topic was about last time we met up.
Mm.
So somebody was like, "Oh yeah, that bastard with the clean shave, blah blah blah," and the next thing she could hear was about, "Oh my gosh, did you see her hair? It is absolutely embarrassing," type of ideas. And the next line goes to Cookie, which is, "あれじゃちゃんとした男の人に相手にされないわ."
And what was the
Mm.
Tokoki Orosu? I guess the Koki Orosu.
Kokiorosu is to speak, kind of like to speak ill of.
Oh, okay.
It's not like exactly speak ill of. It's to denounce.
Mm.
So they're denouncing like the hairstyle. That's like the rumor mill. They're like, "Oh my God, did you see her hair? That is like crazy." Type of idea. That's what that's how the gossip mill works between like, "Oh my gosh, Hal kidnapped a girl. Anyway, did you see this other girl's hair?" Did, the both are basically treated equally. And Cookie, your line is still, あれじゃちゃんとした男の人に相手にされないわ. in the chat already? There we go. Yes, sorry. Someone should have told me it was in the chat. My chat box was in a bad spot. If that's the case, a proper man won't keep you company. Yes, that is what it is. It's basically saying, as long as her hair looks like that, she's definitely not going to get a man. Next line is going to go to Anthony.
ああ、うん。ハウルだって、あんなのハマっぴらでしょ？It's like disagreeing. How that if it's how that kind of hama isn't he like a hamapira? I don't know how.
So this is Anna Noa.
Hamapira. Mapira is holy. Also, Anna. Anna no mapira completely? Is it complete?
Mm-hmm. Contextually,
Yeah,
she's
I
basically saying with a hairstyle like that, then Hal definitely won't steal her heart. It's kind of like the vibe of the conversation, right? Because Hal only steals pretty girls, and this girl has a crazy thing. So he says, no, no, even Hal, that would be like he would definitely say no to a girl wearing something like that. Next line is gonna go to Josh.
その、その後、荒地の魔女についての噂がさも恐ろしげに早口でひそひそとか交わされました。So after that,荒地の魔女について、
No wasa.
the 荒地, what is that?
Wasa. Arichi. So, do you know what chi is?
Like area or land?
Yeah, and Are means like ruined. So that's the land of the waste.
Okay. So this is like the Witch of Waste or whatever? Is
Yeah.
that so? Okay, so Arachi no Majo ni tsuite no uwasa. So like rumors regarding the Witch of the Waste. Samo oroshige ni uh ku- hayaguchi de hiso hiso to kawasarimashita. I don't know what the verb kawasaru.
Do you know what Uwasa? So you said Uwasa. So this has to do with the subject of the sentence. So what do you
Uwasa's
do
rumor.
with yes? So what do you do with rumors?
You spread them.
Yeah, that's what it's doing. So kawase, which is the verb right here, has two different possible verbs, which is why you need the context. One meaning is to dodge or evade something with this kanji. And the other one, right, is to exchange something, like
Mm,
words. So contextually, we go, it's exchanging words, kawasu, not the dodging bullets, kawasu.
mhm.
Uh, so that's why it's important. The context helps you figure this one out. So yes, so they're swapping rumors about the Witch of the Waste. In what kind of way?
Uh, a like they're talking like scarily fast about it.
Hmm. So get is a really interesting thing that we can add at the end of an adjective to more like talk about the appearance of something. So it's not that
Mm.
they're talking scarily fast, but more that they seem like they're scared of the witch of the waste as they're spreading these rumors. They're like
Okay.
kind of looking over their shoulder because they really want to gossip, but if she finds out, that'd be bad kind of idea. So the get makes it really very apparent. We're talking about the appearance of something versus if it said osoroshikute, oh, something like that. Instead would be how you translated it. Oh, genshiku da. Okay. 1 second. This line over here is going to go to Cookie, And Gen has just popped up. Gen, you haven't really missed anything. Sophie was just talking about different rumors she's heard, and the last rumor was about the Witch of the Waste. So Gen, why don't you go read the first line popping up on this page?
Okay. Let's see. ソフィーは魔法使いハウルと、
Yeah, that's Arechi.
あれ、okay. アレティの魔女が一緒になるべきだと思い始めたほどです。Let's see. So, oops. Arechi.
Arechi. Chi, do you know what that means?
Yeah, so that's like the land or the
It
location, and
is.
are is like to flow, right? So,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Are is not the flow, it's not gareru. Are is to be ruined. So arechi is like the
whoops.
land of the waste. It is similar
Oh,
though
okay.
because it has the river kanji in it.
I mix these two up every time. Okay. So, oh, I see. So, Sophie thought that the magic user or the wizard Howl and the Witch of the Waste should get together.
Do you know what the holdo is telling us?
Nope.
Holdo means to the extent. So she's saying there's basically context. She heard rumors about the Witch of the Waste, and she's heard rumors about Howl. So it's to the extent that she basically thinks this. She's basically saying how bad these rumors are makes her think, man, these two guys suit each other. They're like two
Okay.
peas in a pod kind of idea. Next
All
line
right.
is for Cookie. あの人ならお似合いじゃないかしら, which is it'd be great if it'd be great if those two were a great match. It'd be great if someone was a matchmaker. It's definitely the first one. I wonder if those two would be a great match. He's just restating the previous sentence. So if it's those two people, the witch and the waste, wouldn't they suit each other quite well? Is what she's saying. The next line here is going to go to Josh.
誰かが仲人をすればいいとソフィーはその時、仕上げをしていた帽子に向かって話しかけました。The knock holder, I don't know what that is.
Actually, Cookie did these lines. I just when I'm looking at it, he had a lot of time. So actually, I'm gonna because that's actually what I read earlier. It'd be great if someone was a matchmaker. That's the nakaroto, and then
Oh,
it says Sophie はその時仕上げをしていたボッシュに向かって話しかけました, which is said Sophie as she was finishing the hat. Cookie 話しかける also has like a certain connotation toward it, especially with the mukatte. Do you happen to know what that is? Sorry for thinking you translated the first line 3 times in different ways. You did the full sentence. But yeah, the hanashikakeru and mukatte are conveying some extra information. You are right. Sophie did say this as she was finishing the hat. Yes, to strike up and start a conversation. Who is she having a conversation with? No, she's talking to the hat. Boshi ni mukatte. To the hat, she says. So it's not, she's not saying this as she's making the hat. She finished the hat and tells the hat, man, it is a little bit like speaking out loud, but Sophie specifically talks to all her hats, and it is a very important plot point that she talks to her. so, so it's a little different than talking out loud. Yeah, perfect. So now, Josh, next line will be for you because Cookie did the other ones.
けれども、その月の終わり頃、店内では急にレッティが話題の主となり始めました。However, that I don't know, I guess around the end of that month,
Mm-hmm.
inside the shop, ready.
So do you know what wadai means?
Yeah, like topic.
Yeah, specifically like the topic of conversation is what it's referring to, like the topic of rumors in this context.
Hmm. So wadai no nushi would be like, I don't know,
It's
the
basically saying like he's like the king of the rumors. Like she's the
oh
main topic. It's a weird use of nushi, which means like owner of something or head of a household kind of idea. But it's just saying she's the head topic. And in the context of us talking about rumors, that's what they're referring to. It's not specific in the sentence. You'd read this and be like, ah, yeah, she's a topic of rumors. It just says she's the topic of she's the master of topics is like
mhm.
literally what it says. And then just since we've been talking about rumors, it makes sense to assume that. And I can the next sentence is kind of talking about what they've been saying, kind of probably.
Okay.
So he's the topic of rumors at the beginning of the month. When, where, what?
Um I I don't know, just in the shop she quickly became the topic of the rumors.
More like suddenly. Like suddenly the topic changed. Before everybody was talking about Hal and the Witch of the Waste and whoever has the ugliest hat you've ever seen and ugliest hairstyle. That used to be like the random conversations. But suddenly at the end of the month, all the conversations seem to be talking about Reti, right?
Mm,
This came out of nowhere. And the next line
okay.
here is going to go to Anthony.
あ話すの様子だと、話すの様子だと、チェザリの店には朝から晩まで男性が詰めかけているようです。詰めてる。そう、話すの様子だと。Um, that talk about the appearance.
Yosu is the situation. So
Okay.
they're talking about what the rumor was, basically. And then they're telling us in the next sentence.
Okay. Cesare no mise. The shop Cesare. Um, as for the shop Cesare, from morning till night. Don't say that. Um, like the guys, the boys are like are approaching the shop Cesare from
Kind
morning.
of. The tsime kaketeru means to be crowding around. So it's saying the
Oh,
charity shop is just absolutely full from morning to night of boys crowding it. At least that's what the rumor says. So if you've ever
I
seen the
see.
movie, you definitely remember everybody was, if you remember the beginning of the movie, everybody just is like crazy over it at the. Next line goes to Gen.
どの男性もケーキをたくさん注文し、ベッティに相手をしてもらいたいと言いはるとか、はい。Not really sure about haru,
Mm-hmm.
but
Haru is a weird verb. Iharu together means like to insist something.
okay. So then, no matter which man, I guess.
So mo
Oh,
uh is adding to me. So like you know like nani ka nani mo type of difference. So then that
so
so rather than which turns into the other word.
uh, I guess in this context, it's like every, right?
Yes, whichever
Yeah,
man that you'd look at.
that's right. Okay,
Every
so
guy.
so every guy ordered a lot of cakes and insisted that mm, either Letty serve them or that they receive the order from Letty, right?
It should probably be Letty serve them. She wants specifically says Letty be their partner in this.
Yeah,
Contextually, it's probably like the person who's giving them the cake. They want to talk to
right.
Letty. That's why they're buying this stuff. Perfect. And
Yep.
now it's
So it
Cookie.
said.
Yes. And then Cookie's line is,レッティには長女の息子から道路掃除の若者まで10人の求婚者がいるけど、本人はまた身を固めるには若すぎるからと、失敗人からげに断ったとか。So Letty had 10 suitors from the town's mayor to the young sweet stripper. However, the person in question, yes, Letty, rejected them all because she was too young. Um, yes. It's because she was too young. Um, uh, that is correct. I think. I'm gonna double check Mio Katame. Just she's basically saying she's too young to settle down in the like contextually like to quit her job kind of idea probably and become like a housewife, you know? Uh and then Jippa. Oh, so and then she turned them all down like they were in like a crowd. It was like they were all together at like once kind of idea. Phew. And, yeah. Okay. First line is gonna go to Josh again.
レッティには、分分けがあるってわけね。ソフィーはプリッツを、寄せていた。This was silk, but I don't remember the word for it.
Mm-hmm. Kinu. Normally, it might not be pronounced in this context, so Kinu silk. Then
Who wrote
chi.
that?
Uh,
Kinu no,
it is Kinuji.
Kinuji no, ボンネットに言いました。若別がある。
Kubetsu.
Oh, kubetsu. So, okay, so kubetsu is like a distinction, right?
Mm-hmm. To be able to do so.
てわけね。So, is she saying like, so I know she's talking to the bonnet.
Yes.
Is she saying like, uh, it's not like Reti can tell them apart? Like the boys?
That would be really funny. The it's like she tells them no, right? Plain out. She doesn't go flirting like, "Oh, maybe." Ha ha ha. She goes, "No, I'm too young and I'm not settling down right now." No, right? She's very able to just set down her boundaries very plainly, is what she's saying. So Neti, she's able to really like distinguish between her work-life balance and her real-life balance, right? To be like, this is what I want, this is my decisions I've made, basically, is what she's saying. And which bonnet is she talking to?
The silk one.
Yes, the silk one with some weird plates on it. Plates is when you do this format on like any kind of fabric. It's the act of making ruffles into something. You do it by folding the fabric into itself. So if you know, like it's not like a bonnet like this. It's a bonnet with plates. So she
Oh,
has
okay.
she's feeding the plates in order to make that. Since you didn't know what a bonnet was.
No, I would have no idea what the plates are.
So that's what they're referring to, just for the image. Uh, and the next two lines are going to go to Anthony.
Next. ファニーは噂を聞いて喜びました。あの子、あの子なら、うまく、あの子ならうまくやるって思ってた。Uh, Funny heard the rumors and then was happy. Uh, if it's that girl, she can do it skillfully, I think.
Yeah, and what is the Tita telling us?
Te- 思ってた. She thought.
I was thinking that. It says,
I
I was
think.
thinking if it was that girl, she could definitely do well. So Fanny's master plan is going great. And the next line's for Cookie. Sophie はふと、ファニーが嬉しそうなのは、レイティがそばにいないせいだと気づきました。So, Sophie suddenly noticed that Fanny became glad of something. Not enough time, sorry. Hi. You're just so fast. I was like, man, I bet Cookie could do that. But you're right. Sophie suddenly realized something about Fanny. Fanny is happy about something, which, specifically, it's the say part of here that's helping us. Which means the fault of something. So she says the reason why she's able to be happy is because Sophie is not here. Because she's like, if Sophie was here, they would probably be in a big old tizzy. And that's what Sophie realized. Like, oh, she's able to be like, haha, this is so great, because she's not there with the character. And next is Gin.
Quick question.
Yes.
So this one, so the reason Fanny was happy is because Letty's not there?
Yes. Letty
Okay.
is the one that works at the Chitty house. I don't know what I probably
She
said the
was
wrong
the one
name.
who was always butting heads with Fanny, right?
A little bit, yeah. She's very stubborn. Both of the
Yeah.
younger siblings are pretty stubborn. The youngest
Yep.
sibling, Martha, is Fanny's blood daughter and was
Yep.
sent to with the wizard. But these two are basically like the same person.
Right. Okay.
They both butt heads in different ways. They're very stubborn.
Okay. All right. Then let's see. Letty がいると、商売の邪魔なのねとソフィーが話しかけたのは、ウスちゃんの絹
Yep.
That's the previous one. So 絹でプリーツを寄せたボネットでした。All right, give me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Letty. Okay, to Sophie got punished. Okay. So when Letty's here, she's kind of an obstacle to business.
Yes.
Sophie kind of started to say to wait.
The subject of the sentence is the no.
Right. Okay. So oh, wait a sec. Okay, so it's like a thin tea-colored silk pleated bonnet,
Mm-hmm.
but deshta.
Well, this is the past tense because it's a past tense story. Uh, if you're confused why it's deshta or des instead of a verb, that's because you don't know what no means.
Okay.
Just
I'm definitely missing the link between these two parts. Okay.
Sorry, Cookie just said no means now.
Yeah.
Now. This no is a pronoun.
Yeah.
So it's specifically it's the same as the pronoun one in English if you're talking about humans or thing, if you're talking about inanimate objects. So this is the thing was a bonnet. The one that is a bonnet. That's the if you delete all the everything else from the sentence, this is what the sentence right. It says bonnet wa bonneto deshita. The bonnet was a bonnet. The thing is a bonnet. And then we describe that with information. Which bonnet? Well, the bonnet with the pleats on it that was which is a silk and a light brown color. That thing is a bonnet that has all the information. So that thing now has a relative clause describing it, which is the
Right.
thing that Sophie did what to.
Oh, so the thing that Sophie told this to.
Exactly. The one that Sophie talked to this time was a bonnet that was light brown and made of silk with pleats. Exactly. So you'll see this
Oh,
a
so
lot,
she's moved on to a different hat that she's talking to. So
most
she said
likely.
this to this like this other. Oh, okay. Got it.
It's not for sure because she also was talking to a bonnet earlier made out of silk with pleats.
True. So we
But
don't know the
so
color of the other one.
we don't know
So
for sure, but the fact that we have Hana's kakeru here makes it feel like she's talking to a new hat.
that makes
Um, only because that means to instigate a conversation. But the fact that a hat can't talk back to her, it might be using that just to specify, let us know, yes, she's still talking to the hat. Because Sophie is very specifically talking to her hats. She's not just talking out loud, as it's like a weird character trait of her.
sense.
Because she literally, it's because she's so lonely and has no friends, so she's talking to her hats like they're people. Not
Right. Yeah.
and that's like a very important character trait for her. But yeah, this is really common for the pronoun no to work like this, where the last noun is what this pronoun is referring to. So the one who I was talking to was Sam, the one
Okay.
referring
Yeah,
to
I
Sam.
missed that.
So you'll see
Thanks.
this a lot. As far as I know, it's not taught in Japanese class. Instead, they just tell you it's like a nounifier to turn this into a noun for things,
Yep.
which isn't really what it is. It's a pronoun. Basically, it can be used to basically restate a whole sentence as a noun, but that makes it more confusing, I think, than just using what the English does in a lot of sentences. Anyway, next line goes to Josh.
妹がかぶれば、あんたみたいな寝ぼけた帽子だって魅力的に見えるけど、他のお客はレティを見たら、おしゃれする気なんかなくなるもんね。okay, so 妹がかぶれば、
Hmm.
uh, when I see like the kabu,
Kaburu?
yeah, I think of like putting a hat on.
It is.
So is that what she's talking about here?
Yes, putting on a bonnet.
So her sister putting on a hat.
Da?
So if the sister were
Yes.
to put on a hat, あんたみたいな寝ぼけた帽子だって魅力的に見えるけど。Um, あんたみたいな so like a sleepy looking hat like you?
Yeah. It's more like a hat like you that is half asleep, is what it says, which probably means the hat's not finished. She's
Oh.
saying it's half asleep because she's talking to her hats like they're people,
Mhm.
and it's just a way to humanize the hat. So even if she put on a hat like you, who's not even all the way dressed up in all its fanciness, what would happen?
魅力的に見える. So she'd still look enchanting.
Mm-hmm.
けど, but 他のお客はレティを見たら, but if the other guests saw レティ, おしゃれする気なんかなくなるもんね. Um, I'm not. Is the Oshade here like talking?
Mm, oh, Shade is the fancy pantsy.
Oh, so it's like an
Shabedu
adjective?
is the talk. Uh,
Oh, yeah, Shabbat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I've never seen this Oshade
it's very
these
common.
days. Really?
Not in like a textbook section, but definitely fairly common in books and stuff.
Huh.
It's very commonly used to refer to like a very fancy restaurant or someone dressed up gaudily or someone who's like putting on a show or something like that. So it does depend on like what you're reading. Um, but yeah, it's for like something that's fashionable, but it's very commonly used in a negative way to be too fancy, but it's not
Oh.
always negative. So it's like full on context. So here, it's like too fancy.
And just out of curiosity, is it usually Oshade or can it just be Shade?
You have the O in front of it because the person who's fancy is not the speaker.
Okay.
Kind of idea. Like it's like, oh, it's a fancy restaurant, so you're being polite to the fancy. If you wouldn't say I am fashionable using oshare, you only use that toward other people, either sarcastically or truly meaning what you mean. Kind
And
of idea.
then, so if the other guests were to see that the uh, おしゃれする気なんかなくなる. They wouldn't think that she's fancy.
Mm,
Like they wouldn't have that
yeah.
impression that she's fancy.
なくなるもんね. Yeah, I'm probably referring to the hat, I think.
Hmm.
So this is like a nice hat, but basically like when um but basically they look at Letty when they do that they're like thinking I feel like this really should be like Nadu rather than Nakanadu. It's like so weird to say like, oh yeah, this house looks way too fancy when we do that. It's Nanka Nakanadu. It's just like something is missing. So it's not a bad idea. So
Hmm.
I guess it's like the idea that it looks like Lady is wearing the hat, where it looks like Lady is wearing the hat, and not that the hat is wearing Lady. I guess is what the point is here. So it's like you look at it and you're like, man, Lady looks so beautiful, but I guess the hat doesn't look good enough on her. Maybe I don't know. I guess like that's what it's saying. I'd be interested in what the English version looks like to see the line because I feel like it doesn't make sense. なくなる
Hmm.
もんね. Yeah, sorry. Can't say for sure what that's saying. The literal meaning sounds weird. One second. This paragraph's gonna go to Cookie, and the first line's gonna go to Gen.
ソフィーは週を追う追うごとにますます頻繁に帽子に話しかけるようになりました。ああ、頻繁. Is 頻繁 frequently?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sophie, I guess as the weeks passed or caught up,
Mm-hmm.
um, must. Okay, so frequently, well, must is like increasing, but ultimately, like frequently, um, she started talking to hats more and more.
Exactly. She's kind of going a little crazy. Uh, next line goes to Anthony.
Uh, funny.
Oh no no no
Wow.
no no no! It's
Sorry,
confusing.
sorry.
You're down here.
Oh wait, where am I again? Sorry. Ah, 他他に 話す相手がいなかったのです。It's like saying he doesn't have the she doesn't have a aite or a partner that she's talking right now.
Exactly. Perfect. And then it's Cookie's line. Hopefully that was enough time. ファニーは仕入れがお得意回りで、一日の、大半、it's not, 大半 something like that, vast majority, 外出していましたし、店員のベッシーは間違いに迫った結婚式のことを客の誰彼となく喋りまくるのに忙しかったのです。Fanny spent the majority of her day buying and bargaining. Yes. And customers would approach and keep themselves busy about whatever. Yeah, things basically the every single day has been really, really busy as of late at the store. So the every day Fanny is basically spending like the vast majority of the day outside of work, going out to do the bargaining stuff. So that's what Fanny's doing. And the Tain Veshi, this is someone that works at the store. So Sophie's job isn't actually to interview with the customers. Sophie's job is more like to make the hats that go on the customers, while Beshi is the store clerk in the shop. So Beshi, she is shaberi makuru. She's basically talking to every single person who comes into the store about her wedding that's coming up real soon, is what she's doing. I think the dare kare to naku means like literally anybody who comes in here. I think that probably comes in as that. Dare kare to naku. Yep, anyone and everybody. So yeah, so Bethy's just going, but I'm getting married. I'm getting married. Guys, did you hear that I'm getting married? And sorry, Cookie, I've been giving you way too long lines. I just was so impressed at how fast you were. I wanted to see. I wanted to see you struggle.
I went and grabbed my my copy of the English book, to find
Ooh,
that one specific line.
yes.
So the way that it's written here is, so Letty's bad for custom, she told the bonnet, pleading away at mushroom-colored silk. She would make even you look glamorous, you dowdy old thing. Other ladies look at Letty in despair. So I think
Oh, that's what this is. This is a look at in despair, I guess.
I
The girls
guess
look at themselves with the hat. The girls look at her in the hat, and then they picture themselves in the hat, and they're like, "Oh my God, I don't look fashionable at all in
I could
this."
never pull that off, kind of thing, I
This
think.
is such a fun translation. It's not word for word. That's kind of
Yeah.
cool. This is a sign of a good translator. Some books are like really bad. Like Harry Potter is kind of known as a bad translation because it goes like word for stuff. That was like fun. It's like very different in how they're doing it. Like
Capture
the
the
nibble
feeling, if
kit
not necessarily the
words.
yeah.
Yeah, but that instantly helped me understand what's going on here. They look at themselves and that makes more sense with the nakunaru. They come to feel like, oh, I look ugly. I don't look pretty in this. That makes so much sense. That's
Mm,
why she'd be so bad in a hat shop. Absolutely. 10 out of 10. Thank you for reading that.
no problem.
Helps us so much. Um, way over here, it's going to go to Cookie, and our first line back here is going to go to you again.
Alrighty, let's see. この頃ではソフィーは帽子を仕上げるたびに帽子スタンド に乗せて話しかけるようになっていました。Okay. So around this time, Sophie, let's see, okay. Every time she finished a hat, let's see, nosete. Let's see, Boshi stando ni nosete. She put the hat on a hat stand and started talking to it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect. Next line goes to Josh.
スタンドの帽子は胴体のない頭みたいで、胴体の主はどんな人か教えわる間。ここで休憩しているように見えました。
This is Oshieru, but it's also read as Oso.
So is it also in this one? Also
Yeah,
waru?
it's Osowaru. Same thing as Oshieru, but it's just a transitive and transitive pair. It's pronounced differently.
The do tai. Is that like
The
same
the
body?
body. No, same is a different kanji.
Mhm.
See, like do, it's very. I know. It's just this radical without the tsuki is onaji.
Mhm.
The dotai here means the body, referring to like the trunk of something. That's what the do means.
Okay, so the hat stand is like a head without a body. And 胴体の主はどんな人か教わる間、ここで休憩しているように見えました。So Sophie could be seen taking a break here. And um, I guess, what kind of person is this, I don't know, body or like this hat stand? Uh, also, so like Sophie, or
So this
it
is
could
like
be,
really hard, but what it's saying is that she's looking at the handstand and she's thinking, huh, I wonder who's going to wear the hat. What kind of body owner who's going to
oh,
own this hat, what they're going to look like is what she's thinking of. It is weird to use also to mean that, because that means like to be taught or basically to, but specifically it's like, like if someone asks for directions, right? That's
mhm,
oshieru as well, which you ask for directions. So it's kind of, I guess, like the idea of like gaining information kind of idea. So 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 basically she's thinking of what kind of person is going to be doing that in a way, like thinking of it, I guess they're using it as like a kangairu verb, but I've never seen osawara be used like that
mhm.
before. But that's what she's doing. She's like, you're right. You can see that she's taking a break, kind of going, who's gonna wear you? I know exactly. I have great ideas.
Okay.
Type of idea, fantasizing basically. And next is Cookie's line. Sophie はぼちたちにもし少しばかりお世辞を使いました。客さんにはそうした方が、いいのです。Sophie gives praise to the hat she made. It'd be better for the customers that way. Um, Probably says that. I'm just like, when you see like, I don't know the words. Sukoshi ba. Oh, just for a little bit. Osechi. Oh, okay. Um, yes. She gives little praises to that. Um, she thinks up of praises is what the sky is being used in there. But yeah, perfect. Other than that, great. 10 out of 10. Next goes to Anthony.
あ、なんて、謎めいた、 魅力がおありでしょおありでしょと言った相手は、where, where にスパンコにのついた帽子でした。あ、なんて Why is that? Such as, why is that, 謎めいた魅
Oh,
力が、
nante? That's nande would be why. Nante is more like, wow, what a it's just like a flattery word in there.
okay. 謎めいた魅力がおありでしょう。They have like a mysterious charm to it.
Yes, exactly. And she talks so politely to this hat. Oh, Adi.
So
Oh, you have such a great mysterious charm to yourself.
she said to the other person, Verni Sparkle? Is that Sparkle?
Uh,
Spankle. Spangle.
spangle, yeah. It's also called a sequin. That should be the little like circle guys that get like sewn onto something.
Okay. Well, no.
Spangle, see little
Uh,
little circle things that
oh,
get fabric. Yeah, getting
like
a smart
you like
fit.
Yakunade. You Yakuna.
Yeah, like
I
fishtails, but it's
give you
something
a
that's worn in female outfits and some things. It's not actual fish scales. It's like imitating fish scales made out of plastic.
Venice. So the veil is like made up of like uh, the hat. Wait,
Hmm.
Venice Spangle no tsuita.
Yeah, I wonder what on earth that would look like. It's
The
like
veil is a spangled hat.
it's a hat that has the sequins on its veil uh
I see.
idea. So it's some hat that has a veil that looks like fish eggs
I
on it
see.
from our very masculine description of that. Um, I think I'm gonna have us stop here just so that we're at like